Coordinate geometry will carry 5 or 6 marks, and these 5 2 question and 1 mark 1 question and 2 marks 2 question, or sometimes they may ask 2 mark 1 question and 3 mark 1 question. If they are asking for 6 marks, then there will be 1 mark 1 question, 2 mark 1 question and 3 mark 1 question. So I think they are going to ask for 2 and 3. Hope we will see what's going to happen. So now, apart from the marks, this coordinate geometry consists of 3 very important parts. So that is, first one is distance formula, and second one is section formula, and third one is area of triangle. These 3 are the very important parts. So you are going to have the questions related to only these 3 formulas. Now first we will discuss about the distance formula. So I am not going to elaborate much. So you already know. So about the distance formula, the formula is that is D is equal to, let us take, if the line joining by 2 points A, B, X2, Y2. These are the coordinates of a line segment AB. Okay. Then what will be the distance between AB? That will be derived as D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Using this formula, you can calculate the distance between these 2 points A and B. Now, we will see what are the different kinds of the problems we are going to see in this one. Okay, let us take very simple problem. So please solve along with me. Get ready with your paper and pen. Okay, so first we will discuss about distance formula. Okay, here we go. My first question is, find the distance between question. Please try to solve this one. Find the between 2 points, that is A minus 5 comma 7 and B minus 1 comma 3. So how to solve this one? So before solving this one, please represent this one as an x1, y1, x2, y2. Now, these A and B are the 2 points in a Cartesian coordinate system. The coordinates of A are minus 5 and 7 and the coordinates of B are minus 1 and 3. If you join these 2 points, you are going to get a line segment. So now we need to find out what is the distance between this line segment. Using this formula, we can find out the distance between point A and B. So now in your solution, first write down A, that is minus 5 and 7. This is x1 and y1. B, point B, minus 1 comma 3. This is x2 and y2. Now write down once again this formula, that is D equals square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? Okay, what is D? D is equal to, what is x2? x2 is minus 1. Please write the coordinate along with the sign. Okay, minus 1 minus of, what is x1? That is minus 5. You see, this minus is from the formula and we have one more minus. So as I said earlier, please write this value in the bracket and whole square plus what is y2? y2 is 3 minus what is y1? This is 7 whole square. And one thing, it is not necessary to be taken this as an x1 and y1 and this as x2, y2. You can take this as an x1 and y1 and this as an x1, x2 and y2. It doesn't make any difference because the distance between a to b is same as b to a. That's the reason. Okay. Now solve this one. Square root of -1 as it is. Minus into minus, it will become +5 whole square. Plus 3 minus 7, you are going to get -4 square. Okay. So here we have this is -1 plus 5, 4 square plus square of negative number is again positive. This is 4 square. So we got 4 4s are 16 plus 16, that is square root of 32. So you can simplify this, or if it is a perfect square, you can simplify it easily. If not, no problem, write down units. So this is the distance between this point A and B in a Cartesian coordinate system. They may ask like this question. They will give 2 coordinates, you can calculate them. So this kind of a question they are going to ask for 2 marks. Shall we see one more problem? Like a little bit applicable. Okay. So the question is, I will remove this one. The question is, please take down the question. The question is, check whether 5 comma minus 2, 6 comma 4 and 7 comma minus 2 are vertices of isosceles triangle. Now the question is very simple. These 3 are the vertices of some triangle. You need to verify whether it is an isosceles triangle or not. So draw a rough diagram here, triangle. I don't know whether it is an isosceles triangle or not. So represent these vertices with the coordinates. Let us take A is 5 comma minus 2, B is 6 comma 4 and C is 7 comma minus 2. Now, what's my question? We need to check whether it is an isosceles triangle. What are the conditions to say whether it is an isosceles triangle or not? That's very important, right? The condition is very simple. In any triangle, if any 2 sides, either AB or BC, or AB or AC, or BC or AC, if any 2 sides are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. Then how to check this one? Any idea? Yes. It's very simple. Find out the distance between AB, BC and AC. If any 2 sides are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. Now we will find the distance between AB first. Okay. So distance between AB. So before going to the distance, okay, 1 minute. Distance between A 5 comma 2, 5 comma minus 2 and B 6 comma 4. Okay. So let us take this as x1 y1, x2 y2. Now AB is equal to, distance is equal to, apply the distance formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So what is x2? That is 6. What is y2? Sorry, x1? 5. x2 minus x1 whole square plus what is y2? What is y2? 4 minus y1 minus 2 whole square. Now simplify it. Square root of this square should be for both the terms. Okay, 6 minus 5, that is 1. 1 square is 1. Now 4 minus into minus, this will become plus 2 whole square. So that will be equal to square root of 1 plus 4 plus 2 6. 6 square is 36. Right? Once again I will verify. This is y2 4 minus y1 minus 2. So minus of minus, it will become plus. So finally we end up with AB is equal to square root of 37. Right? So here x2 minus x1, 6 minus 5, 1 square is 1. y2 minus y1, 4 minus of minus 2, that is plus 2. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 square, that is 36, 37. Now the length of AB is square root of 37. In the same way, you need to calculate the length of BC and AC. Now we'll see what is the length of BC. So length of BC is equal to, what is B? 6, 4. What is C? 7, minus 2. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Okay. So BC will be square root of x2 minus x1. 7 minus 6. That is 1 square plus y2 minus y1. y2 is minus 2 minus of y1 is 4. So that will be equal to square root of 1 plus minus 4 minus 2. That is minus 6 square. So square of a negative number will be positive. That is 1 plus 36. That is root 37. The length of BC is root 37. From this we can come to conclusion that AB is equal to BC. If two sides are equal, therefore triangle ABC is an isosceles. Is it clear? So here we applied a distance formula. So like that they may ask some questions. So they may ask you to vary, instead of giving triangle, they may give some rectangle or a square like that. So you should be get ready to do that. Got it? Once again I'll tell you, these three are the coordinates, coordinates of vertices of a triangle. We need to check whether it is an isosceles. The condition of isosceles is any two sides should be equal. For that, I find the distance between AB and AC. We got root 37, root 37. Now, no need of checking AC. Okay? If they are asking you to check whether it is an equilateral triangle, then again you need to calculate the length of AC. If all the three sides are equal, then it will become equilateral triangle. Is it clear? Okay. So now we will see some other questions. Remove this. So these are the few questions. So still few questions are there related to distance formula. We will see that. Okay. Let us take one more point. So now the important question is, now they will give the distance and they will ask you to calculate any one coordinate. Okay, take down the question. The question is like this: find the value of y. Find the value of y for which. Find the value of y for which distance between points distance between points P 2 comma minus 3 and Q, one more point, 10 comma Y is 10 units. So let us visualize this one. We have a line segment P and Q. The coordinates of P are 2 comma minus 3 and coordinates of Q are 10 comma Y. And they have given a distance 10 units. How will you solve this one? Solution. What are all the things they have given? They have given the P 2 comma minus 3 and Q 10 comma Y and distance D 10 units. Right? It's very simple. They have given 2 points and a distance. You need to calculate Y. Now again use this distance formula, that is D equals square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now take this one as an x1 y1, x2 y2. Now substitute the value here, you are going to get that. Okay, this is 10 square root of, what is x2? 10. What is x1? 2. 10 minus 2 whole square plus what is y2? We don't know. Y2 is nothing but y. Right, as it is y. Now minus. What is y1? Y1 is nothing but minus 3. Please write negative numbers in a bracket whole square. Now send this square to this side or square on both sides. Square on both sides. Okay. Now here square root get cancels. 10 square is 100. Left out with 10 minus 2 whole square. That is 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 square. 8 is 64. Plus here y minus into minus plus 3. Y plus 3 whole square. Right? Okay. Now send this 64 to this side. We're going to get 100 minus 64 is equal to y plus 3 whole square. So what is 100 minus 64? So you are going to get 36. Now send the square to this side. It will become square root of 36 y plus 3. What is square root of 36? There are two values. Look here. Square root of 36. There are two values, plus 6 or minus 6. Keep that in your mind. Now I am taking only plus 6. I'll tell you later why I am not taking minus 6. You can take minus 6 also, no problem. So plus 6 equals y plus 3. If you rearrange this and simplify, therefore you are going to get y equals, if you send this 3 this side, it will become minus, that is 6 minus 3, that is the value of y is plus 3. Right? Instead of plus 6, if I am taking minus 6, then y plus 3, then if you send this one, you are going to get the value of y will be minus 9. Both are right because from this point with 10 comma plus 3 and with 10 comma minus 9. From these 2 points, P, the distance between P and this point and distance between P and this point will be 10 units only. You can calculate either by taking plus 6 or minus 6, no problem. If you are calculating both of them, then it's very good. Okay, this is the one more problem, one kind of a problem that you are going to face it in distance formula. Okay. So one more very important problem. After that, I'll move to section formula. So please take down the next problem, and you should be very quick. So now I'm moving to the next problem. So there are some questions which they will give to find out some coordinates of a point on x-axis or y-axis which are equidistant. Okay, so that's a question. Find the point on x-axis. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2, -5 and -2, 9. These are the 2 points. If you draw a line from these 2 points to an x-axis, you should get an equal distance. Let us visualize this one. Now, there is one point here and one more point somewhere here. So now we need to find some point on x-axis. You take any point on x-axis. What will be the coordinates? The coordinates will be like this: x comma 0. Y coordinate will be 0. Now there is some point here like this, or there may be somewhere here like this. These two distances are equal. They have given equal. Okay. Now we need to find out the coordinates of this point. That is a question. So that's a visualization. Okay, that's a question. We will see how to calculate this one. Let us take the first point as an A, that is 2, -5. Another point B, -2, 9. Now these 2 points are equidistant from a point on x-axis. Let us take that point on x-axis will be x, 0. Right? So this is a point on x-axis where from that point these 2 points are equidistant. Now we need to calculate the distance between AP and distance between BP. Both are equal. Given that AP is equal to BP, right? So these two are equal. Now how to calculate AP? Let us take this one as x1 and y1 for first case. This is x2, y2, and this is also x2, y2. Okay. So distance AP, x2 minus x1, that is, or you can take this as an x2, then it will be very simple for your calculation. Take it as an x1, y1, and x1. x2 minus x1, that is x minus 2 whole square, plus y2 minus y1, y2 is 0, minus y1 is -5 whole square, which is equal to BP. That is the distance between B to P. Take an x2 as an x minus, now x1 is -2 whole square plus y2 minus y1. What is y2? 0. Minus y1 is 9 whole square. Right? So this is they have given. They are equidistant from AP and BP. Both are equal. Now just I applied distance formula, right? So cancel out square root on both sides and simplify. You are going to get the value of that coordinate x. Okay, this is x minus 2 whole square plus minus into minus positive 5 square, which is equal to here -2 whole square plus 9 square minus 9 square. Okay. Somewhere have equal terms, right? Then come. Good, sir, no problem. I'll simplify this one. Okay, I'll take one more problem. Sorry for inconvenience. Just a minute, students. I'll take one more problem. That will be, it is a little bit confusing. So I'll take another problem of the same kind. Sorry for that. Find the relation between or you can take that one also, no problem. Okay, these are the few problems we can calculate, but so I have taken some different values. Now I am moving to one more section, that is section formula. So that question I have taken the coordinate, different coordinates. That's why I felt quite difficult to do that. You can solve it by looking at your textbook. You will get a plenty of questions like that. Okay. So now we'll see one more next part of this lesson, that is section formula. Okay, if you find difficulty, just you post the comment. I will try to solve that question once again. Okay. Now section formula, you already know that here we have what is section formula means. Let us take a line segment AB. Now if you mark any point somewhere here, point P, this point P divides this AB line into two parts, right? So when you want to compare these two parts, that is AP and BP, that is AP is to PB. Comparison means ratio. How many times this AP is equal to BP, or how many times this BP is equal to AP, like that. That is a comparison, that we call it as ratio. In section formula, we represent this ratio as M1 and M2, that is M1 is to M2. Okay. So this point A is called X1, Y1, and this point B is called X2, Y2. This point which divides the line segment, we call it as X1, right? So now we have a formula to find out the value of this X and value of Y, that is coordinates of a point P, that is X and Y. It is given that X is equal to M1 X2 plus M2 X1 divided by M1 plus M2, where M1, M2 are the ratios at which this point divides the line, and X1, X2 are the coordinates of X of point A and point B. In the same way, if you want to calculate the coordinate Y, that is M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 divided by M1 plus M2. If this point is exactly at the center, or P is the midpoint of AB, then the ratio M1 and M2 will be equal to 1:1. That indicates M1 is equal to M2. Then the point P is a midpoint. How to find out the coordinates of midpoint? So coordinates of midpoint. How to find out the coordinates of midpoint? So just you apply M1 and M2, both are equal. So and they are equal to 1. That is M1 is equal to 1 and M2 is also equal to 1. If you substitute the value 1, 1, you are going to get X is equal to X2 plus X1 divided by 2. Y is equal to Y2 plus Y1 divided by 2. These are the two formulas to calculate the coordinates of point P, where P is a midpoint of that line segment AB. Is it clear? Okay. So these are the two formulas we are going to use to find out the coordinates of P. In sometimes they will give the ratio and they will give the coordinates of any 2 points and they will ask you to calculate the coordinates of some other point. We'll see some problems related to that. Okay, so we'll go to first problem. So we'll see first problem related to section formula. Please remember these formulas so that it should be very important to solve the questions. Okay, first question, find the coordinates of a point. Find the coordinates of point which divides line segment joining the points joining the points 4, -3 and 8, 5 in the ratio 3:1. So they have given these are the 2 points. If you join these 2 points, you are going to get a line segment. And there is a one more point which divides this line segment in the ratio 3:1. Then what will be the coordinates of that point? Let us visualize this one, how it looks. Okay, let us take this is the line segment. This is the point A with coordinates 4, -3. And this is another point B, 8, 5. Now, as they have given the ratio 3:1, this will be 3 parts and this will be 1 part. This is the point P. We need to calculate the coordinates of point P, that's value of x and y, and the ratio, this will be 3 part and this will be 1 part. That is, M1 will be 3 parts and M2 will be 1 part. So how to calculate this one? You need to use the formula of section, that is section formula. So keep that in your mind. P is not a midpoint. P is not a midpoint. Okay, take this one as an x1, y1 and this as an x2, y2. Now use the section formula. You can calculate the value of x and y because you know the value of m1, m2, everything. Okay, so now we will solve that one. Here x is equal to, write down the formula, that is m1 m2 divided by m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Now substitute the value. What is m1? Once again, see, when you are substituting the value, please substitute it in a parenthesis, that is a bracket. Okay, so m1, what is m1? 3 into, what is x2? x2 is 8 plus, what is m2? 1, right? m2 is 1. What is x1? x1 is 4 divided by m1 plus m2, 3 plus 1, that is 3 plus 1. Okay, that is 8 3 is 24 plus 1 4 is 4 divided by 4, that is 28 by 4. Okay, now simplify it. 4 1s are 4 7. Therefore, value of x is 7. In the same way, you need to calculate the value of y using a formula m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Dear students, now try to calculate the value of y. Okay, I'll give 2 minutes time. Just substitute the value m1, m2. Let us see what you are going to get. Okay, now substitute the value y equals, what is m1? 3 into what is y2? Y2 is 5 plus what is m2? M2 is 1. What is y1? That is minus 3 divided by m1 plus m2, that is 4. Y equals 3 5s are 15. Positive into negative, it will become negative. 1 3s are 3 divided by 4, that will be 12 by 4. 4 1s are 4 3s are 12. Therefore, y equals 3. So now the coordinates of that point P is x comma y, that will be P is 7 comma 3. Means the point P lies at the coordinate 7 comma 3 such that it divides the line into 3:1 ratio. Like this, you need to use the section formula. Okay. So now there are few questions which are very important. We will see that questions. Sometimes they may ask you to calculate the ratio. Okay, so we'll see that kind of a one question. Okay, so you got it? Very simple. First, write down the points like this. So this is the point where it divides the line segment to two sections, that is 3:1. Then you can calculate it. Okay, so let us take one more problem related to the section formula. So these are all very important problems. Find the ratio in which the point minus 4 comma 6 divides the line segment joining the points minus 6 comma 10 and 3 comma minus 8. So here they have given 3 points. We need to calculate the ratio. Again, dear students, my humble request, please visualize this. Write down some diagram so that you'll get a clear-cut idea. Okay. Now, let us take in the solution. First, draw a line. This is the line. Now, my question is, what are the coordinates of the end points of this line? Either it is minus 4, 6, minus 6, 10, 3, minus 8. See, these are the 2 points are joined to get a line segment. Okay, so this is minus 6 comma 10. Let us call this is point A, and this is another end of the line segment 3 comma minus 8. Okay, now between these 2 points there is a one more point lies somewhere here, somewhere here. We don't know where it is exactly. So this is the point P. The coordinates of this point P is minus 4 comma 6. Then they have given the coordinates of all the 3 points. Then what is our job? We need to calculate the ratio, that is M1 is to M2. In what ratio this point divides this line segment? That we need to calculate. Okay. So how to calculate it? Is there any formula to calculate the ratio? Because in the section formula we discussed about the formula to find out the coordinates. Dear students, you can use the same formula because they have given a coordinates, then you can calculate ratio. If they have given a ratio, then you can calculate the coordinates. For this purpose, for this one, you can take any one formula, either coordinates of x or y, you will get the value. Let us take the formula to find out the coordinate x, that is x equals m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so what is x1? Minus 6 y1 x2 y2. Then what is minus 4 and 6? These are x and y. This is very important. x1 y1 x2 y2. Then this point P coordinates are x and y. Now substitute the value. What is x? X is minus 4. That is equal to, what is m1? We don't know m1. Write m1 as it is. What is x2? x2 is 3 plus, we don't know m2. Write down m2. What is x1? Again, x1 is minus 6 divided by m1 plus m2. Right? Now cross multiply this. Send transpose this denominator m1 plus m2 other side, so that you will get minus 4 times of m1 plus m2, which is equal to, now multiply 3 times of m1 minus 6 times of m2. Multiply this, minus 4 times of m1 minus 4 times of m2 is equal to 3 times of m1 and minus 6 times of m2. Now send m1 m2 on other side. This is minus 4 m1. If you transpose this, it will become minus 3 m1. In the same way, it is minus 6 m2. If you send this one, it will become 4 m2. Just I am sending this to this side and this to this side. Okay. What is the resultant value? We have minus 7 m1. Here we have minus 2 m2. Minus minus it cancels, it will become positive. Now send this 7 to that side, so that, is it visible? Yes. m1, send this m2 here, equals m1 divided by m2 equals 2 by 7. This indicates m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. Got it? You can calculate the ratio by using the formula of the y coordinate. Once again, I will explain it. They have given a 2 points, x1 y1 and x2 y2, and there a point P lies between A and B, that is x and y, and we need to calculate the ratio m1 is to m2, right? Now I have taken a section formula. Now substitute the value and simplify it. You are very good in this part, no problem. Then you will get the ratio 2 is to 7. So these are the kinds of problems they may ask you in section formula. Okay. And one more problem, sometimes they may ask about trisection. So I am not going to discuss that one. So for example, let us take the same question. So sometimes they will say, find out the coordinates of 2 points which is divided into trisection. So we need to calculate the value coordinates of P and Q. Another problem I am speaking about. Trisection means here they have not given any ratio. So if you want to calculate the coordinates of P, then take this as in one part and this is third part. So this is m1 and this is m2. After calculating the value of this coordinate, this Q will become the midpoint. Then you can calculate easily. That's about trisection. It will be very easy. Okay. So there is one more question which is very important. So I'm not going to solve this question, but it is very simple. The points, so just look here, the points 6, 1, 8, 2, 9, 4 and x, 3 are the vertices of parallelogram. They have given these are the vertices of parallelogram in an order, taken in an order. Calculate the value of y. So write down the rough diagram, parallelogram like this. Let us take this is 6, comma 1, and this is 8, comma 2, and this is 9, comma 4, and this is x, comma 3. How to calculate is very simple. Draw the diagonals. We know that both the diagonal bisect each other, right? So if they are bisect each other, then the coordinates, this point P will be the midpoint of, let us take A, B, C, D. It will be the midpoint of AC and midpoint of BC. What is the formula of the midpoint of AC? That is, let us take this is x1, y1 and x2, y2. Midpoint of AC. What is the formula? x1 plus x2 divided by 2. x1 plus x2, 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6, that is how much? 9 plus 6, 15 by 2. Right? In the same, what are the y coordinates? That is y1, y2 plus y1 divided by 2. 4 plus 1, 5 by 2. Right? These are the coordinates. Are equal to. Now take this side. What is the midpoint coordinates of this point? X plus 8 plus x by 2. In the same way, y coordinates 5 by 2. Right? So compare these two x coordinates. That is 15 by 2 is equal to 8 plus x by 2. 2 to get cancelled. Therefore, x equals 15 minus 8. Therefore, x equals 7. So like that, they may ask some questions.